Important update on the situation in China and the coronavirus and how it affects dropshippers, e-commerce entrepreneurs, and anybody taking products from China all the way to the rest of the world. I'm going to take you through an entire update on the current situation. This week is crucial for the progression of dropshipping, progression of factories, and the coronavirus through China and how it affects our business. We're going to get into it right now so you are informed and you know what's going on so you can tell your customers, prepare your business, and build a better store. Let's find out. But before we start, I want to congratulate my student Washington right here, who was able to crush more than $1,400 in a single day. And he's doing that again and again and again, 1K days without spending money on ads. It's all completely organic traffic. And I'm thinking of making a case study video training for you on how to get sales organically. If you are interested in that, make sure to comment down below organic, and I'll make a special case study training here on YouTube. Subscribe, hit that notification bell and that like button to show that you want that video. And last thing, if you want to become like Washington and actually work with me and my team to take your business to the next level, make sure to schedule a strategy session with the first link in the description and stay until the end of the video for the details on that. Now let's get on to what you're here for, the coronavirus and dropshipping update. The first thing I'm going to talk about is a high percentage of the workforce in China is already back to work this week, and that's a single thing, that a high percentage of the people already going back to work, going back to the office, especially with services for fulfillment like CJ Dropshipping, Hyperskew, they have logistics and factories open, but they're not producing. They're not at 100%. So most of these factories, even though they are still working, they are working right now, they have their workers back, they have a high percentage of production ready. The problem with the virus is that it's stopping a lot of different industries. So the virus not only stops the factory from working, it stops the supplier of the raw materials for the factory to actually make the products. It supplies, for example, the little techie gadgets that you buy from Aliexpress and then you sell them on your Shopify store. Those have very different parts that all come from different parts of China, different factories, different suppliers, different raw material companies, and that all supply chain is getting affected by the virus. So even if a factory is working, it does not mean that they can produce at 100%, and also it doesn't mean that they can produce the order volume that's typical of those factories. So if you are a dropshipper, I would not recommend you scale massively. Feel free to test some products, feel free to test some ads, obviously make some money, but make sure to not scale and keep your customers aware that there is this problem. And we're going to touch on that topic right now about what customers think about the products coming from China and how it's affecting their behavior from buying online. The second thing here that I want to talk about is the actual coronavirus itself, the spread of it. The spread of the coronavirus around the world is insane, or extremely fast. In a cruise ship in Japan, it went from one case in that cruise ship, it's called the Diamond Princess. If you want to Google it, just Google Diamond Princess Japan, and it went up to 400 cases in just a week, from one person having the case in a cruise ship all the way up to 400 people having coronavirus. So the spread of this disease is something that pretty much scientists and experts haven't really seen before. And the problem that I mentioned in the last video is that it can spread without you having symptoms. So even if you don't have a cough, even if you don't have a fever, you could be spreading it to almost everybody. So make sure that if you are traveling, if you are, for example, with family, just be careful. If somebody came from another country, from Asia, or somebody has been traveling a lot throughout Asia, this could happen. It could spread even without feeling anything. So just make sure to stay very safe. And for customers, this is going to be very important. They're going to know this. It's all over the news. It's in the headlines. So people know that this is insanely fast and spreading very, very quickly. And for number third, an extremely important note when it comes to actually selling products from China online is that products from China will not impact customer behavior, or will impact slightly, will slightly impact customer behavior. And unless you sell, which is also a very important topic, is consumables, things you can actually eat or put on your face, and then skincare or applications, something that you put on your face, on your head, on your body, etc. Udroppy, which is a very big fulfillment service that I partner up with and that I use and I send my students to, they did a video about customer behavior and how it affects people buying products from China. They asked a lot of people, hey, what do you think about the coronavirus and how is it going to impact you buying products from China? And they were, well, I'm not really going to be impacted by it. I'm going to keep buying products from China, or at least keep buying products online, just not things that I can touch and put on me. So if you're selling anything, for example, like skincare or any makeup products or wigs, something that people can actually put on themselves, or if you're yourself buying wigs or things that you can put on yourself, I would not recommend selling it throughout this period or throughout the next 1 to 2 months, to be honest. If you are selling something that people don't have to put on themselves, maybe it's something for outdoor sports, camping, or maybe you're selling things for the house, like cleaning. So it doesn't necessarily have to go on you or put on your face, put on your body. Then customers won't really feel bad that the virus is happening in China and you're getting products from China, because it's not directly affecting them. They know that the virus is not going to transmit to them from the package, but make sure to educate your customers. Something very important, we've gotten some emails on our Shopify store, people asking, hey, are your products coming from China? Because I'm scared that I'm going to get the virus from these products, but it's just been a few customers. It's not really hugely significant, and it's not going to affect your store at all. I have students, just like Washington, they're doing $1,000 a day shipping products from China, and it's not affecting customer behavior unless you sell something that strictly affects that line of thinking of, oh wait, this might give me the virus, or if I'm going to put this on my face or my skin or I'm going to eat it, then I'm going to get the virus. On a more general note, the US and Canada, the United States and Canada, which is pretty far from China, and they're both pretty much locked down in the amount of cases that they have. I think they have 15 or 16 each. I think Canada has less actually, but it's pretty much locked down. The spread hasn't been much, but they are bracing for impact. And the director of the CDC, the Center for Disease Prevention or Disease Control of the United States, said that the virus might be bigger than people are putting it, might be really bigger than what everybody actually thinks it is. And they're even canceling flights due to this problem. One flight that canceled was basically a prank. One guy started screaming like, hey guys, I just came back from Wuhan and maybe I have coronavirus, so be careful, don't touch me. And they had to take him out of the plane, take everybody out of the plane. That was in Canada, and basically they canceled the whole plane. And a second one was a passenger that had symptoms of the flu or of the coronavirus, and somebody basically complained, said, hey, this guy can't fly, and everybody started complaining, and they took out everybody on the plane. So this is real. It's a real fear that people have. Hey, am I going to get the coronavirus if I travel? So make sure to stay updated on the news, see what's happening, and see how it's affecting customer psychology to it. And then the last thing that I want to touch is customer service is king. And I want to put this very, very big here, because a lot of you are, especially with Facebook, are ignoring customer service, and you're thinking, whatever. If I have a few customers that don't really like my product or have delays, it's not going to matter in long term. Long term, it's going to hurt you a lot. And the main thing that I focus on with every single one of my businesses, for example, with consulting business here on YouTube, with my Shopify stores, with everything, is customer satisfaction. Making sure that people are happy with your purchase. If you have a massive delay due to the coronavirus, or even if you're struggling with the coronavirus, tell your customers, hey, there's a delay based on the coronavirus. We're sorry about this. If you want to, for example, buy again from our store, here's a special coupon code. You can also, what I was discussing with my students on a group mentoring call, is that if you are worried about Facebook customer feedback going down on your Facebook page, you can run a retargeting ad to your purchases. Basically, people that bought from your store, you can run a retargeting ad saying if they were happy for their purchase. So basically asking your customers, hey, were you happy with your purchase? Can you fill in this survey? And if you go to, for example, typeform.com, you can find a nice customer feedback survey that you can retarget your purchases. So when Facebook retargets them, they won't have a problem with Facebook, and they won't have to talk about that problem to Facebook. They can talk about it to you. It's better when your customers come to you and tell you, hey, I hate your product, I hate your business, instead of going to Facebook and blocking you from Facebook, getting your account banned, and so on. So it's very important. Customer service is king, especially now and always. And with Facebook, make sure to retarget your purchases, people that already bought from your store, with a survey to make sure they are happy. If you're interested in learning how to avoid this whole coronavirus madness and essentially how to build a better, more long-term sustainable business, just like Washington, again, I'm going to flash them again, $1,400 per day, and want to work with me and my team to help you do it. Make sure to go to that first link in the description, and schedule a strategy call with us. You'll talk to us directly. You do need to apply, so apply as best as possible. We'll pick you, get on a call with you, and see if we can work with you and actually help you grow your business. Make sure to schedule a call right now. And if you're interested in finding US and international suppliers that you don't have to rely on China to sell your products and scale your business, make sure to click the video that's gonna pop up right here. How to find US, Canada, and international suppliers. It's for free here on YouTube. Make sure to click that, subscribe, hit that notification bell, that like button, schedule a call with us, and comment organic down below if you want that organic free training. I will see you on the next video.